Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing very well today. Today we are doing a poor choices, but I know I'm not in my own normal setup, and Tuggs is not here. But Tuggs is on her way, and she'll be here in about 10 minutes, I think she said. So, cheers to you guys. I know it's been forever since we've been on the channel, but I miss you guys. I miss you. Hello, we got Psychotic, Mongoose, Capanova, mm, Jay, Jonathan, LDT Nightmare, Hurts, Nick. Hello. Hello. As you can see, this is not my normal setup, but I've had a little bit of some family stuff that has happened. So I am at my brother's right now, and helping out with their family. So I really wanted to not be here, but with family stuff, you always gotta back up your family, right? So yeah. Hi Frog. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. This is like one of the most ghetto setups too, because I don't have a desk, right? It's not a normal desk. So I actually got the ironing board and I placed all my equipment on the ironing board. And then this is my version of a background, which is my Lego boxes, which I will be building I will be building at some point. So I got some wildflowers, and then I have to get this out too, which I'm very excited about. It's the Tartars Pro, which I got from it was Hertz, right? Oh my god, my brain is farting. I think it was Hertz. But yes, I'm very excited. Ooh, Psychotic Extra Girls family chair is better than Zia's. Oh, I don't know about that. Zia's chair has seen a lot. A lot. So yes, ironing board. Ironing board. Hi, Imran. Hi, Imran. Ooh, she got what? Steph got the wicked. I want it. I want the wicked Lego set. Can I get the wicked Lego set? Please, please, and thank you. Please, please, please. Yeah. So I am streaming from where I'm going to be sleeping for the next, hopefully, days, weeks. It depends on what happens with my family member. Because I'm here helping out with the new babe, and yeah, taking notes from Gary with the background. So yeah, I'm trying to make it look good. It's a very blue background. I feel very cold looking here, but it's cute, right? I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope y'all are freaking enjoying it. So, yes, yes. So, Tuggs will be here soon. We got a couple things on the docket. I feel like there has been just a lot of stuff happening on the internet when it comes to some of the crazy stuff that people do in relationships, some of the crazy stuff that women are doing, especially because I feel like when men go crazy, there's violence, right? When women go crazy, it's almost like entertaining, like cringe entertaining. So yeah, put Legos on your throne. There's 4 wicked Lego sets. Seriously, Tara? I'm gonna have to check it out. I have to check it out. The camera looks good. Thank you. I'm glad that it's looking not too bad because I didn't know what I was walking into. I literally walked around the whole house and I was like, no, 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 can't stream there, can't stream there, can't stream there. And this just turned out really nicely. I will say, when I got in this room, the chair did not look like this chair. This chair had the most Asian sheet on it, just covering it just to protect it, right? So, yeah. Frog says women are a meme sent by the Lord God to test men's resilience. Dang! Am I testing y'all's resilience right now? I hope you guys are enjoying it. Oh, I wish I had my gong. Do you understand how much stuff I've even forgotten just between like driving here? Like I forgot an entire bag. An entire bag. My tablet, some charging cords. I don't even have I don't have anything to charge my watch with. Well, this'll be fun. It'll be fine. And yeah, I'm gonna miss Rocky and JoJo, but they have Mark, so they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Anyways, so I guess let's get into so I found this video and people ask why women love true crime. And I think this video is literally a testament to like why I like listening to these sort of things. Okay? It is insane what a person can do when you think you know them, when you think you know them. And this woman, I don't know if you know her. She is Isis. Her name is Isis. I know this kind of funny. Her name is Isis. And yeah, she has a story. Oh, wait, we got some super chats here. Let's just get those first before we start. We got Cajun Corey with the $5 says, I once submitted 10 puns to a joke competition. I really thought with that many, one was sure to be a winner. Sadly, no pun intended. Okay. I like that one. I like that one. By the way, shout out to Hypnotic. I watched a few of his streams recently, and I love the fact that his streams have like dad jokes all throughout the stream. ABF, I love you. Met him at the Peru trip. He was probably one of the worst with the puns. I don't know why people don't like them. The dad jokes, they're great. Some people, right? Some people. He has no sense of humor. Maybe a little bit. Psychotic Mongoose, thank you for gifting a Poor Choices membership. You know, one thing I also really want to do, it is like super quiet for me. So I'm going to, let's find some music. No. I feel like this is like almost like a corn music. Are we feeling this, chat? Do we like this? I mean, I could play like Feeding the Ducks. Is this good? I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it. But I'm gonna let chat choose. Should we do this or Feeding the Ducks? This is good. Single guy cooking is like, this isn't corn music, not that I would know. Okay, sounds okay. Okay, wait. Let's go to Feeding the Ducks. All I can hear is Az going, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Oh my God. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I really am not sure how I feel about this at all. Oh my God. Who was Az? You can play 5 hearts under one roof until show. Maybe. As an Asian dating sim, as in his fantasies, realistically. All right. First song or this song? First was more subtle. It was. I just like, let's try this one for now. It just doesn't feel as like loungy. I want loungy music. No, I'm not liking this. Okay, let's just leave that. I think we'll try this one. It's not bad so far. We got Mr. Me with the $5. Thank you so much. And says for the White Claws. Not drinking White Claw tonight. I'm drinking Vizzy's Mimosas. This is actually really good. It's hard seltzer, strawberry orange flavored. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. And then Cajun Corey with another 10. Oh wait, I already read that one. Here we go. Jonathan with $2 says not fat, not a 5, and not a fat 5. X-ray and Tuggs. I'll have to tell her that afterwards. So I'm gonna keep that. Thank you, Jonathan, for that. So how are we feeling this song? How are we feeling the song? I'm not feeling it. I need more like loungy. It's not loungy enough. Let's try this one. I think this might end up working so far. Lizzo on the can. Oh my God! Lizzo! Okay, let's talk about Lizzo. Lizzo. Oh my God. Lizzo. There has been pictures of Lizzo. And she's looking fine. She is looking fine. Let's see. This is Twitter, so maybe we'll go Instagram, because she has been a topic of conversation before, body positivity and all, which I don't mind body positivity, but when you're promoting bad behavior, I don't appreciate that, because that is not good for the young ladies out there, in my opinion. Lizzo. Is it Lizzo be eating? She looks so different. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is not too bad. I can deal with this. Present share screen. There we go. So Lizzo has been on a crazy weight loss journey, starting, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. And like, she been looking fine AF. Like, look at her. I appreciate what she has done. Like, what the heck is that? Is that really her? It doesn't even look like her. If we scroll down, like even here, damn girl, she actually has curves now. Like pleasant to look at curves, in my opinion. Okay, I understand. Not everyone likes the hourglass shape, but I personally think an hourglass shape makes her look really good. I don't know why she zoomed in on that. That's a little disturbing. She's very straight teeth though, like really straight. Hurts, it's time for me to try Ozempic. If you're able to get it. I mean, she also works out too. She's shown pictures of it. But let's look at her. Let's scroll down. I want to see pre-workout Lizzo. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Does that look like her? Holy. Almost a whole different woman. Like here, she's lost so much around the waist. Philip Chan, hello. Says hourglass shape. What's that? If you look at your Stellar Blade characters that you have been playing in that Eve costume, I think you know what I'm talking about. Hi, Phil. If you guys haven't yet, shout out to Project Egg Roll. Subscribe to them. They're awesome. They're also Asian and they're my brothers. So, you know, they're cool or whatever. All right. So I think that she did a great job. I think that she's promoting healthy weight loss. Hopefully. I mean, if she's doing Ozempic, the stars are all doing it. I get it. But at the same time, you know, I think this is great. Keep losing it, girl. Keep losing it. That jumpsuit is not attractive. It's not attractive at all. But yeah, she'd be looking fine. Her boobs are not, probably a little saggier now, though. That happens when you lose weight. All right, let's go to something that I said that I wanted to watch. All right, I'm gonna pause the music. I'm really liking this night driving thing though. It's pretty good. So this girl who's apparently a YouTuber, she did a lot of vlogs of her family and just life, and you know, I think things a lot of women enjoy. But this is the type of stuff that like is nightmare fuel. So she got married a while ago to this man who is Christian, and apparently this is why I like true crime. It's like a warning sign, you know, like watch out for these warning signs. You never know what is out there, what's happening. And, you know, she couldn't see the red flags, apparently. She didn't see any red flags. And it's one of the scariest things that you could ever imagine putting yourself and your family in. Okay, so I think that was around there. And there we go. Hi, Jason Webster. Did you work out today? Did you work out today? Says hi to the marvelously magnanimous extra girl. Cheers to you, Jason. Tuggs will be here soon. Okay. She will eventually at some point. Love her. Miss her.
I just started to see a few things that I didn't like, but I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past.
Okay. So, a little history. She had been raped before as well. Before her marriage. But anyways, let's keep going.
It's like sad to even say like I could get past some of these things. I don't even know where to start. 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, and I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh, God. Gosh. So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was Daddy.
Yeah, it is very, very, very dark. When I found this video, I saw Abba and Preach did a video on her doing it, and I just like my immediate first thought was like, this is why a lot of women get scared of certain situations, men, because you never know. You never know. And the nightmare she did. So later on in the video, she says that she went to the hospital actually to do a test for her kids to see if they've been touched. And apparently the boys were fine, but the girls were not, which is so insane. So I guess it's like a word of warning. I do think that maybe she didn't see the warning signs of the man. Maybe she chose to ignore them. I don't know this man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what their dating life was like, but she did admit that she was a victim of rape prior to when she was younger. So did you see her husband's sister's response? Oh, no, I did not. I mean, we could do a little bit of an investigation story. ISIS, okay, I totally just put ISIS grape allegations, and now I regret doing that because that's awkward. Because a lot of stuff from the group ISIS, not the lady ISIS. Husband's sister. Yeah, and yet again, I'm still getting. I don't mean to laugh. It's more about the search. Because her channel name is horrible. Her channel name is horrible. Who would name their channel Isis? Apparently her. Why post your face out the kids? I don't know. I think she already kind of grew up before her husband in being on the internet, which is wild. I hear someone. Where is she? Where I forgot I lost the window. There we go.
Hi, I'm so sorry.
I miss you. I like how your 10 minutes was like 25.
Wasn't that? No, I was like 10 to 15. Listen, it's not my fault. I mean, it is my fault. Hardcore. Because I forgot it was Wednesday.
I know. I love you. It's fine.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'll get food on the way back. I was in line at McDonald's when you called, and I was like, 10 minutes.
What did you get for dinner then?
I got nuggies. Hold on, wait. Ah.
And you didn't even eat them.
No, I didn't eat them because I was waiting to crunch on the stream, which is super attractive. But I got nuggets and French fries and a Sprite.
A
Because
Sprite?
McDonald's doesn't have zero Coke. Mm-hmm.
Oh. A Sprite's
Hi,
better.
chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You know what the ironic part is? Bye. The ironic part is I told my friend, I was like, listen, I'll go with you to the wine bar, but I have to be back by 7:30 because we have 4 choices. And then it was me. I lost track of time. So it's my fault.
How dare you? How dare you?
Why do you look different? Where are you?
Oh, I'm at my brother's house right now. They needed some help with the kids, so.
Mike, that's not your normal background. What's happening
I don't know,
now?
but do you like it? I threw it all together really quickly. You'll laugh because I'm sitting on the most Asian textile cover for the share. You know how Asians cover up their chairs to protect them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not about to stream with that on the chair. I'm so vain.
You should have. Excuse me. Hey.
Hi,
no
baby.
fighting. Good Lord. Do you see him? Can you see him?
He's so cute. I can't imagine
oh,
all
there
your
you go.
animals together like that. I know. I think my room clashes a bit, and you look so bright. I feel like I should brighten my light now.
I don't know why. Hi, Bubby. Did you miss
Is
Mama?
that better,
No,
chat?
you did not.
Do I look better?
You didn't miss Mom. You were
Oh,
hanging out
wait.
with Dad.
So, okay. Show puppy more. Show more puppy.
Hello.
Oh my god. Introduce the puppy. Oh.
This is Vinny. It's short for Vincent, and we call him Vincent because he has this ear, which is a flap, but he does not have a flap on this one. So he only has one ear. So we called him Vincent after Van Gogh. And he's 3.5 months. And he's come here about, oh my god, you're so heavy. I know. And he's a Pyrenees Australian Shepherd mix.
He's so cute. I can't help
He's so
it.
cute. He is the best. He is such a good boy. And he has, I don't know if you guys can tell. Oh, let me see. You can't tell, but he has got like these golden color eyes. They're so pretty. So that's him. His ear does work. He's not deaf. He's just missing the flap. So it does work.
Oh, your baby. Chat is loving him right now. I love the struggle snuggle. The look on his face is like, get me the hell out of here.
Snuggling. I want to chew your face. He's in the chewing phase right now, so he wants to bite my jugular.
My Rocky, he chewed like freaking all the baseboards. I love him, but he is a terror.
And this one is, and so picture Rocky, but like 10 times. Yeah, because he's a good 30 pounds. Like he's not light.
Rocky's like
he's
8
he's
pounds.
Gonna be a big boy. Yeah, he's gonna be a big dude. So it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, we have a new dog. Yay! The puppy teeth are sharp. Yeah, I call it his shark phase. Shark phase. Hoo ha ha. You know, from Nemo. But yeah.
Oh. Why am I on a throne? This is a throne? No, it's just a sitting chair. It's just a chair. Okay.
Do you see what she's sitting on? I know, right? Like, what the heck?
I feel like Zia right now with her like
You should.
without the as much boobas showing and
Really.
she's got a banging bod, okay? I'll admit it. She's got a banging
I mean,
bod.
you could show as many boobs as you want.
I'm uh, I'm sure chat would just love that, but I like being the the mean one.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying.
You could. Chat, what should I do? Should I show more? Why am I
Oh,
asking?
don't ask them that. They'll tell you yes.
Oh my god.
I know RFK is disappointed in me right now, but whatever.
I didn't drop
It's
anything,
fine.
Hurts. Don't be a liar. I absolutely should. Okay. Well, there we go. Nightmares. See,
Told
nightmares. Oh my god.
Told ya.
Look, Jonathan, you're awesome here. Do what makes you feel comfortable. I will. All right, I opened up a very dark video, but let's not do dark anymore. Let's do some crazy women videos.
I genuinely don't even know what our topics are. Hi, Max. And
Max, what's
also Meek. But legitimately, tell us, what did I miss?
Oh, so I explained that why I'm here, and that I miss chat, and that I miss you, and I
Aw.
miss poor choices, and then I watched a very dark video about where I was like, there's a reason why women like true crime to, warning signs,
Oh,
and this
yeah.
girl, apparently her husband has touched their kids. And I was like,
Here's the thing about true crime, since we're talking about it. And I talked about this on my last Tuggs Talks stream last
I'm
week.
also gonna play this because I like playing this.
Here's the thing about the true crime situation is I know what's popular right now is Lake and Riley because her killer was just convicted.
Who's that?
And so the runner. So for those of you who don't know, Lake and Riley is a female who was unalived back in February of, I believe, last year. So it's been a year. By an illegal immigrant named Jose Ibarra. And I specify that because it's important. He cornered her while she was running at in a park at Georgia University, which is on campus. So she was on campus running in the park. He cornered her, tried to grape her, and she said, F you, you're not graping me, and fought for her life and ultimately was unalived. So that was a year ago. And now he's in trial. He was just convicted. He gets life in prison, no death penalty. So he gets 3 meals a day, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, my point is, and I went on this rant about it because Lake and Riley did everything right. As a woman, she went running on her normal path. She texted her mom, told her where she was going. Like, hey, I'm going for a run. Feel free to call if you want to chat, whatever. So her mom knew that she was on a run. Her friends knew that she was on a run, and she had her location on, so they all knew where she was. And unfortunately, she still met an untimely end. And so here we are talking about how important it is because the girl did everything right but not carry a weapon.
Yeah.
And that's not wrong. It's not wrong of her to not carry a weapon. Like, we shouldn't have to, but that would have been the thing that saved her. So that ties in what you were just talking about. My point is that, like, yeah, exactly, John. In America, in other countries and states, like, some states you can, some states you can't, it doesn't matter, but pepper spray, like anything. And so it really has put into a lot of women's perspective, including my own, like, holy crap, like this, and it happened in broad daylight. She did everything right, and this man still took her away from, I want to say us because I didn't know her personally, but he still took her away from us. And so it's like, It's super important, Okay.
That's screwed up. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. It's so heartbreaking. It's awful. So, and she did nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong that she did. Nothing
she just
wrong.
went running. That's it.
And she did everything right.
And this is why women get very, like, into true crime. I freaking like love
Yep.
listening to all the stories.
That's
I
what it
know it's
was. So
horrible.
true crime wise, like,
You
Yep.
learn these little lessons, and then you're like, okay, but I don't run. I wish I could run, but I don't run. But running is probably one
Yeah.
of the hardest things to do, but also just doing it for free is also dangerous. So now,
The thing
I'm
is
not
like,
gonna run. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just get fat.
the thing
It's fine.
is like, and that's so, yes, that was the full circle, was like, true crime wise, this is, so you look at a lot of true crime cases and you're like, oh, you could have done this differently, or you could have done that differently. And there was literally nothing this poor girl could have done. And us girls in general are obsessed with true crime because it happens. And this is statistic wise, like, I know the red pill people are going to lose their minds, but statistically, women are in trouble. We really are. That is the demographic, and that's just the facts. It shouldn't be, but it is. And so this is where the true crime community right now is like losing their minds over Laken Riley, because she did everything right. She did not run at night. She did not run in a secluded area. She did not tell anybody where she was going. She did everything right. The only thing she did not do was carry a weapon. Pepper spray, whatever. It doesn't have to be, a pew-pew, but she didn't carry. That's the only thing she did not have on her. And it's so heartbreaking. And so, like, the true crime community, as somebody who is in that world, like, we are collectively losing our shit.
Yeah, and I
It's
mean, you're seeing it
awful.
IRL too, which
It's
I hope she gets the justice that she deserves. Nothing will ever bring her back, of course, and hopefully people learn some lessons from it. And maybe hopefully one day you can actually go running and not have to worry about your life.
carry a weapon, ladies. Well, men too. Anybody carry a weapon, even if it's only pepper spray, or if it's like those knuckles with the pointies. It doesn't have to be a pew pew. Like, I know a lot of people are averse to those. That's fine. You shouldn't have to, but that's the reality that we live in. And I know that there's a subsect of the internet that we talk about on here that's like, oh, it's fake, it's blah blah blah, it's big, but no, it's the reality of the situation. And it's heartbreaking. It shouldn't be that way, but it is, because people are crazy. So men and women, if you're going outside to do those things, like, carry something with you that could defend yourself. Because if you find yourself in a situation where Laken Riley was, if she had a weapon of some kind, she may still be here today. We don't know, but she may still be here today. And it's so awful. But anyway, that's
I mean, what I remember when I was younger and I was like working downtown for the first few years of my life, I would walk around with keys in between my fingers just in case. You never know. But it's just the way it is.
Yep.
Life is like that sometimes. Yep. And there's always the few eggs that ruin it for the rest of us. It's like, why can't we have doors open anymore in our houses? Because other people will just walk in and take things.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, and it should not be that way, but it is that way. And so everybody should take precautions. Like, people are gonna make fun and be like, oh, that's not, women are whatever, because I've seen it online, women are this and women are that, and but that's the reality of the situation.
But the crazy part is when we talk about like just a lot of like politics in the world and pop culture, I like to put an individualistic view on things. But then when it comes to this sect of the internet where we talk about relationships and how crazy men and how crazy women are, people put a blanket statement on a lot of it. And I don't love it. I've probably done it, but I try to say that from the majority of what the internet shows us, there are a lot of crazy people. Both sides.
Oh, yeah.
So, like Nick here, 6'2", 250 pounds, and I still get nervous when I'm by myself. A lot of crazy people out there.
It's true. And like, you are statistically, it's less likely that you're going to be approached because you're so big, right? Which is like statistically
more likely to be approached because guys have a thing where they find the biggest guy to fight.
Oh yeah. Well, and there's a thing like if a woman, and this I say this as a women perspective because I know the stats is statistically speaking, you're less likely, not impossible, but less likely to be approached as a woman. One, if you're obese, but two, if you have a dog with you. So if you have a dog, like a big dog, not a little poodle or like Rocky, no offense to Rocky or Jojo, but if you have a big dog with you as a woman, statistically, you're not going to be approached. And that changes if you break that statistic down. It's more of like, well, if you're a woman and you have like, you know, a shepherd of any kind, or a pit bull or a Doberman or whatever, you're really less likely to be approached. But if you have like a doodle, nobody's going to care. Or if, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole thing about it. And it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking, and it shouldn't be that way. But unfortunately, people are crazy.
Yeah. And Nightmare says that's prison X-ray. I mean, facts. But I've known to feel very tall human beings. And there's something that's so primal that when you're at a bar, guys will tend to fight you just to look more alpha.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what it is. I've heard it from not one person, but actually quite a few people. So I don't know. Let me know, you tall people out there. I'm not tall, and I'm not male, so.
No, but you're right, because for the most part, like, the statistic as far as height goes is, depending on the perp, if you're bigger, you appear bigger, then they may hesitate. But as far as men go, like, men are driven by testosterone and whatever, and so that may not deter them. It's a whole weird thing. The point is carry a weapon. Goodbye.
I as a non-American, I appreciate that. I wish I could carry. Also, I don't think I should carry, but that's also respecting the weapon for what it can be.
I'm not talking about
stuff.
And not just talking about pew-pews, right? Because so many people are nervous or not trained or whatever. And that's fine. But like pepper spray, a knife, like we were talking about a week ago, like the knuckles that have like the knives, the pointy parts. I don't know what the names of them are, but those things.
Brass knuckles?
Anything. Yeah, but no, but they have it's got a point. So almost like if you're carrying keys, but better, because keys aren't going to really do anything unless you really, it's got a point and a sharp edge to it, and it retracts almost. I don't know. The chat will probably know what the name of it is, but
chat, do you know what? Because I don't.
There's a pointy.
I'm waiting for chat. Bear spray. Yeah, bear spray can be very
spray
effective.
Is great. I'm talking about, there are kind of brass knuckles, but they're not as thick, because a lot of brass knuckles, fun fact, are not made for women. They're just super thick. They're super heavy. Like, we're just not, they're not copacetic for women's hands. But these ones specifically, they have a point. So they're kind of brass knuckly in the sense that they're the same design, but they have a point that you can.
All right, we got nothing in chat. Maybe this is a Texan thing or a Vegas thing.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Anyway, I'm sure we have topics. I'm off topic. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, that was part of what I was talking about at first, and now we are moving on to an actual topic. So this is a lot of the stuff that you dropped into our chat, and I'm kind of excited to see what this is. So
yeah,
I'm going to turn off our lovely music just so that we can hear this to full.
Oh my gosh, this girl is unhinged.
Okay, so women posting L's. This is one of my favorite accounts to follow, by the way.
I know.
Zoomer libtard hit an old woman while driving, then has a meltdown when caught. Uh-oh. Someone hits your car and tries to flee, but the 71-year-old mama bear in you chases them. Oh, God.
You're not hurt.
No, but we're fucking broke!
What?
We're broke and we can't afford iron!
It's not my problem.
Why can't you have a heart? Have a fucking heart! Please!
No.
Fuck you! Piece of fucking shit! God damn it! I wouldn't give a shit if anybody did that to me! Oh no, the car's bruised! Who cares? It's cosmetic bullshit! Who
my god. I don't want to listen to that scream. That is awful. Okay, can we just mute her a little bit? I'm going to lower the volume. I'm sorry. Okay, wait. Okay, before we continue, can we just address this? This feels so like I remember a moment in time when I was in kindergarten, and when I got caught doing something stupid, I pushed a
You
kid.
throw a tantrum. Yeah.
That was the
Uh-huh.
tantrum. But that's so appropriate because I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
This makes me think of that
It's the
moment.
same tantrum. Uh-huh.
And it's like,
Yep.
okay, I understand you did something wrong. Okay. It's not easy. I get it.
Listen,
okay?
it's not easy. It's not easy to admit that you were wrong. Okay, that's a thing. It's fine, but also, ma'am. Calm
Ma'am,
down.
explain. Ma'am. Sorry. I love finding internet videos. Okay. What is your thoughts on this? What do you I just love I'm waiting for a Tuggs rant. Like it's so close. I can feel it brewing in
There's
you.
really no rant about this one because it's such an entitlement thing that and I don't know for sure. I don't know this woman, so I don't know if she's a certain generation. I know at the beginning of the video it was like, oh, Gen Z, blah blah. I honestly don't know. Just by her look, we can guess, but it's fine. Either way, there is such a lack of entitlement, and this is what happens in general over the last, I don't know, probably 10 years at least, where we have not let people have consequences to their actions. And
Mhm.
it's like you sideswiped a car, doesn't matter if it's minimal damage or not, you still hit that car for whatever reason. She doesn't
Don't
seem drunk or
drive
anything.
if you
Right?
can't afford it.
Yeah.
That's my main thing. It's like have a heart. Maybe learn to
Yeah.
drive. That way you don't have these consequences happening to you. Because
I mean,
guess what? You made a
she hit
mistake.
the car.
You hit the
Mhm.
car, you reap what you sow. You need to admit your wrongs. If not, insurance
Mhm.
will. And guess what? You fled the scene of the crime too.
Which, by the way,
That also
fun
has
fact,
consequences too, right?
in at least, I don't know how many exactly, but I know it's at least 40. It probably over 40, but I don't know the exact number. So we're going to go with at least 40 states. That is a felony. For you to hit somebody's car and run, it's called a hit and run. Fun fact, hit and run. That's a felony charge. So pull over and be like, listen, I don't have insurance. We're all in this economy. We're all struggling. Okay. If she had pulled over and said, I don't have insurance, I'm so sorry, that may have gone differently. But now you're on the internet throwing an absolute 2-year-old tantrum. And as somebody who knows friends who have a 2.5-year-old, like this is even worse than her tantrums that I have seen. It's just, girl, good Lord.
I'm surprised she didn't just fall on her back and start kicking and flailing her arms and legs.
Right? Kicking and screaming. Yeah.
Because I've seen that
It's
before,
awful.
actually, from certain people in public.
Me
Well, public
too.
videos.
And like, listen, I get it. Insurance is not cheap. It's very expensive. Even if you are a good driver, it's especially the economy the way it is. I understand. I hear you. But don't make it worse for yourself because here's the thing. If you hit somebody and flee, that makes it worse for you, even without insurance. If you were to hit them and pull over, leave a note like, listen, I don't have any insurance, but here's my number. Let's see if we can work with that. Or if you have like the bare minimum garbage insurance, whatever, that is so much better than just hitting and running because a hit and run is a felony in most states. A felony. What? You're going to go to prison over a hit? Like, girl, come on.
It's like one
Settle
of the
down.
most selfish things that you could do, akin to stealing.
Yep. And there may have not been any major damage, but the fact that you ran made this woman be like, "Oh hell no, I'm gonna chase you,"
Uh,
which may or may not be idiotic on her part. I don't know the damage on this woman's car.
Probably.
She doesn't reveal it in the video, but either way, it's like, no, I'm gonna chase you down because you're acting like a twat. Don't act like a twat. I can't with these people.
yeah. And a lot of cars do have like cameras on them. So even if she got
Oh yeah, I didn't
a
even think about that.
yeah. Cameras at
Mhm.
stores have cameras. A lot of building cameras. Like you gotta be careful. You're probably caught.
Mhm.
So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna say respect to that 71-year-old woman for chasing down this lady.
Also, not recommended, guys. Like,
No, it's not smart.
you better be carrying. Here we are, full circle. You better be carrying some sort of weapon if you're gonna do that because people are crazy.
People be and like for me, crazy is the scariest type of person to meet because you don't know what they'll do.
You don't know.
Yeah. So let's see what else
Yep.
she has to say. Oh, wrong video. Insurance is required in all states except Virginia and New Hampshire. Well, I'm not driving through those states then. Screw that. Screw that.
Exactly, Tara.
Oh wait, and can I put
Yeah,
on top of this?
exactly.
Driving is a luxury.
It's a
If you
privilege.
cannot afford luxury, don't do it.
Mhm. Get a metro pass. Take the train.
Get a metro
It
pass,
sucks.
get a bike, get what are these, even those electric scooters? You know? Whatever. Your
Yeah.
feet walk, you know? She doesn't look like a big person, so anyways,
Take the Tesla tunnel.
I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit because I really did not like her screaming.
Oh, she gets very loud. It's fine.
God.
Why are you so heartless? Why are you so fucking heartless?
Excuse me.
You're heartless.
Okay, but can I see your driver's license?
Why do you need? You don't need my fucking name. I know you don't need my fucking license.
Yes, I do.
No, you do
Fun
not.
fact, yes, you do.
Yeah, license and insurance papers. Bare
Mhm.
minimum. Bare minimum.
Yeah.
This girl is crazy. I don't feel it. I feel like I've not known a girl this crazy in a long time. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't want to see it, but we're gonna watch the rest of it.
Insurance, I sure do.
You just need my insurance.
No, I need to see
No,
your
you
driver's
do
license. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You're
You
gonna
ran
fucking-
into me. I didn't
You
run
don't
into
need
you.
my ID.
I do.
No, you do
Yes,
not.
I do.
You know what I would have done instead of do this and approach her because she's insane? I would have just called the cops and said, a car with this license plate, pictures and video, hit me, and the lady is insane
Yeah.
and screaming and
Yeah.
yelling at me. I don't feel safe.
Yeah, I don't know if this woman called and she was like waiting for them. I have no idea, but I don't know, John. I have no idea.
I mean, half the time you call the cops anyways, they don't approach it. Like, you're not an emergency in comparison. Depends how bad the
Yeah.
accident
And the
is.
cops will require your ID and if anybody's ever been pulled over by the police, they're like license and registration, bro, and insurance. Like, hello.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's finish off the screaming.
No, no, you don't. You
Okay.
do not need
I
to know
will
where
send
I
you a police
live.
report.
For what?
Where you live is on here.
Fine. Thank you.
What are we to end that fight?
I love how she's like, you'll know where I live. And it's like, your address is on the insurance. I'm gonna know where you live anyway.
Yeah, even with just your license, you can get a lot of information from that, as long as it's correct, of
Mhm.
course. But damn,
Mhm.
that girl can scream.
Oh my
Holy
gosh,
crap.
I know.
The pipe's on her. See, I usually like a good pipe, but not that.
Oh my god. Honey, extra girl just said she likes a good pipe. He's laughing.
I hope you enjoyed that. Oh gosh. Anywho, well, that lady, she is insane. Guys, I don't know if any of you got in an accident, but if you haven't, just know you're gonna need your license and you're gonna need your insurance, and maybe even just like the ownership of the car. That's like standard. When I got into my accident, which is funny because I was the 71-year-old woman in that situation, I got sideswiped. Thanks, psychotic mongoose. Let me put the music on again for y'all. So when I got in my accident, I got sideswiped, and the dudes that I didn't get that version. I got the you did that. It's all your fault. Blah blah blah. You're gonna have to pay. Blah. Sure. They lied to me about their name. They tried to lie about everything, but I got pictures of, like, thank God cameras were a thing that point. Pictures of their license, picture of their license plate, their insurance. And then in the end, insurance sided with me. Suck it to all those people who think I'm a bad driver in this chat. Because I know. Oh, she's a female Asian. She can't drive most of the time. But I haven't had an at-fault accident yet.
Tis true. I say that all the time. I'm like, listen, you guys think Extra Girl's a bad driver. Wait until you see me play The Godfather.
Wait, what? Explain.
The Godfather game? You have to drive a lot of it. Not like Grand Theft Auto, but you have to drive a lot of it. And I am always running over people.
Well,
Always.
do you get points for running
They're in the
them
middle of
over?
the road. It's not my fault.
Do you get
I
points for
literally
running them
honk the
over?
horn and they scatter, but sometimes they scatter right in front of me. So I'm always like, they're like, oh, it reminds me of Extra Girl. And I'm like, no. I'm way worse than she.
Okay. Can I just tell our story? So we met up for lunch with a group of us at the in San Antonio, and I'm driving Gary's car. By the way, it's like a truck. Okay,
Not that big. It's not that big.
it feels huge on the road. Okay, and all I see is a car drive in front of me, hand out the window, like, and I'm thinking,
Hey,
did I do something
I was
wrong?
waving.
I'm like, just give me the finger, because you can tell it's a
I
girl's hand.
waved.
I thought I did something wrong, and then she gets a text later from Tuggs. What did it say?
Oh, I messaged Kara because I knew you were driving. I drove past you. You're driving like, she's literally like this with the steering wheel, right? The steering wheel. She's like, and I drive past her. I wasn't even going fast. I was going the speed limit. And I drive past her. I get in front of her and I wave out the window, like, hey. And I messaged Kara. This is how slow Extra Girl was driving. I was able to message Kara on Twitter while I was driving. And was like, tell Extra Girl she drives like a grandma. I knew you were driving. I didn't want you to see it because I knew you were driving. And I was like, and I wasn't even driving crazy. I was going the speed limit and just like, bye. I get up here and you're like way back there.
Sorry. Oh my God. It's not my
so
fault. It is not my
is so
fault.
funny. Like, you're not even, the speed limit's 45 and she's going 20.
To be fair, we were at a red light and then we went go, and you go.
You're on the merge. No, the merge.
I was at the merge. I'm
Yeah, are
merged.
you?
I merged fast enough.
In Extra Girl's defense, it is very crazy to drive in San Antonio. San Antonio is some of the worst drivers. They're awful. And if you don't keep up, like, you're getting run over.
Oh, absolutely.
In her
true.
defense. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Absolutely true. Anyways, so this was some messages from the chat from earlier beforehand. Jonathan was not fat, not 5, and not a fat 5. Extra text. Thank you, Jonathan. And this chat from Cajun Corey, his regular dad jokes. I once submitted 10 puns to a joke competition. I really thought with that many, one was sure to be a winner. Sadly, no pun intended.
Wait, hold on, hun. You ready for this joke? It says, I once submitted 10 puns to a joke competition. I really thought that with that many, one was sure to be a winner. Sadly, no pun intended. He's not amused. Try harder, Corey.
Yep.
It's the best.
It is, we got Hokies, member for 28 months. We need the puppies. I need the puppies.
You saw the puppy. Listen, the puppy weighs 30 pounds. I can only pick him up so much.
30. Well, your puppy will have to take my puppy's spot.
Yeah, he weighs 30. What are you eating?
30 pounds. That's insane.
Ew.
What happened?
He had a hairball.
Oh. Oh, did he do one of those?
No, he was eating the hairball.
Oh, that's even worse.
I know. I'd rather
That's
him
even
throw
worse.
it up. Anyway, all right, it's fine.
Ooh. Dogs with hairballs is just, no, thank you.
I'd rather him throw the hairball up. I can handle that. I have 2 cats. But when you're eating the hair.
Ooh, Alan, are you a Canadian? Are you a Torontonian?
Look at that.
Driving in
profile
Toronto,
picture,
San
though.
Antonio. The problem with San Antonio is not the drivers in itself. It's also the crazy
No, it's
spaghetti
the
highways.
driver.
No, I was going to say the spaghetti highways. Where you have multiple.
Yeah, the highways are not helpful. Listen, here's the thing. Texas, in general, has we have a speed limit, but nobody ever goes it. So there's always a little bit of recklessness, but you add San Antonio specifically San Antonio, because it's the I-35, all that construction and spaghetti bowl crap on top of nobody paying attention to the speed limit, and it's just chaos. I don't blame you for driving like a grandma. I really don't. I make fun of you, but I don't blame you because it's insane. It's honestly, and San Antonio is the worst. I have driven in Austin, I've driven in Bastrop, I've driven in Dallas, and San Antonio by far is the worst, where people are like, YOLO, I don't care what happens right now, whatever. It's awful.
Well, I'm glad I finally understand why it's
It's
crazy.
so bad. It's so bad.
Nightmare for $2 says, was the ice cream machine McBroken, Tuggs?
I don't know. I did not get ice cream. Probably.
It's been a long time since I had ice cream from McDonald's. That stuff makes my I'm allergic to lactose. It right through me.
She's a hot
Not
mess,
cool.
guys.
But it's actually so true. Whenever you really want ice cream, it's always broken.
Oh, I know.
Always
It's awful.
broken.
I'm hoping Trump will fix that.
I don't know if he can. Trump, can you fix the ice cream machines? I need to know. Okay, so Alan grew up in Michigan when I was young Ontario visit. Okay. Cool. I like knowing these little details out there in the world. Jason Webster with 5 Australia says, hi Tuggs, X-Ray and hi Tuggs. X-Ray and Tuggs have the loveliest smiles and personalities on. Oh my god! I love. Why are you making that face? Why are you making that face? Okay. Tuggs, can you take over for a moment with Super Chats? Because I kind of want to get another drink. Would that work for you? Oh my god, I can't hear you anymore. Am I crazy?
Mr. Me,
Oh, there we go.
X-Ray. Oh, that's all right. We'll wait till she gets back for that one. Jason Webster for another Australian $5. I see women walking dogs so big it looks like the dog is taking the woman for a walk. That's another thing, ladies. I know we don't have many in this chat, but I'm gonna appeal to all of you, ladies and gents. When you have a bigger dog, for the love of God, train that mother trucker. Okay, there is nothing more unattractive, and I say this on a personal note because it's a pet peeve of mine, when you can't control your dog. All right, that should be day one when you get a dog. work on them at the minimum, walking right beside you on the leash. Don't be pulling. Don't be doing none of that crap. It's so dumb and you look ridiculous and you're going to get made fun of. I'm sorry, you just are. And I say that as a person who's not a professional when it comes to animal training. I'm just saying. All right? Train your heckin' dogs. Train them. That goes for men too. Train your dogs, okay? Nobody likes it when your dogs are jumping all over them. Yeah, a pet peeve. Nightmare. Yes, it's a pet peeve. It drives me bonkers. That is one thing I want to work on with Vinny. And I tell Duke this all the time. I'm like, I do not want him jumping on people. Like, people think it's cute now. There was like, oh, it's fine. It's so cute. Blah, blah, because he's 4 months old, 3.5 months old, whatever, how old he is. But in 20 pounds, they're not going to think it's so cute. And in fact, they will turn on you so quick. They'll tell you that your dog is wild. They'll judge you, blah, 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 all because your dog still jumps on them. Like, get a hold of your animal. That is everybody with a big dog. Get a hold of your animal. Women especially, if you're going to use them as protection, like, they need to know the difference. So train your heckin' dogs.
Like, there's so many dogs out there that are so good, but then the wild ones, this is where you get into trouble. They might bite playfully, but people don't perceive that as playful.
Nope. People will turn you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that dog will end up getting put down. It isn't cool.
Yep.
So I heard
Mr.
you say
Me
something
for
about
$2.
this. Extra girl, what game are you playing next? Okay, so I downloaded 5 Hearts Under One Roof. That's the game I'm gonna play tomorrow. Whereas the chat calls it Asian Dating Simulator. Why is your face like that?
Bound to go away.
So I hear, like, tatas from one of the girls.
She's replacing me, you guys.
No, you're not Asian. I actually don't have an Asian wifey yet. Y'all been white, to be fair.
You're about to have 5.
Apparently. So it's just Asian on Asian love. Or hate, depending on the girls, I suppose.
Stop Asian hate.
Unless you like it. Hey. I'm all about that Asian hate or Asian love. All right, let's see what's next. We got Jason Webster. For 5 Australians, says my grandmother had a sign on her passenger side glove box read, "The owner of this car is really damn poor, so please don't slam the bloody door." Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I love it. I love it. Freaking love it.
Oh, wow.
The Majanai with $2 says, "Happy Thanksgiving." I'm assuming, ladies. I'm not American. It's just Thursday tomorrow. Come through Friday for my birthday stream. Ooh, what time is it? The Majanai.
Like,
did you pop a time?
No.
Did you pop a time? I don't see a time, so the Majanai, you gotta let us know. I won't know otherwise. Thank you. And
What do I know?
Happy early birthday, sir.
I don't know what I know, but I know something early. Vinny.
Well, I mean, Tuggs knows a lot. Let's just say she's a repository of a lot of nerd stuff. I'm glad you're talking nerdy stuff now. Honestly.
Trying to catch me talking nerdy. All right, that's fine.
Lurker for 5 Canadians says RFK Jr. is shaking his head right now. At the McDonald's? I don't know him well enough to know this reference. Why is he shaking his head?
That's fair. Because they're full of seed oils and they're crap. I get you, Lurker. Cheers. I understand. I have to do a comparison though. Like, these are pre or with seed oils, and then when he takes office in January, we have to do a taste comparison.
Well, I mean, what other alternative oils can you use to fry that's not a seed oil? That's
Tallow.
good.
Tallow.
Well, that's gonna be expensive.
That's what they used to use. McDonald's used to use tallow. They stopped using it, in the 80s, chat? I think it was. In the early 80s, late 70s.
Oh my God, that's like 40 years ago. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What changed? Can you read this while I burp?
Jonathan Thomas for $5. Kamala was acting like X-Ray Girl on a meetup live stream. Wait, when? Where?
Oh my God. I know exactly what clip he's talking about too.
I don't.
Let me see if I can find it for you. It's
All right, while you're Googling, Nick says we can fry them in beef tallow, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, which are two different things, but also the same, and avocado oil. You can also fry things, here's a hot take, in butter. It's a little more risky because butter burns very, very easily, but
Yes,
you
it
can
does.
do it. But yeah,
Yes.
beef tallow was the original way. Oh my gosh,
Let me just turn off the
I have not seen
audio.
that. I have not seen this.
This is really funny. I'm so sorry. And it's just the AI. It's so bad, but it's so good. Anyways.
Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. Don't you ever let anybody.
I love how the bottle is just going in and out of her hand as she's moving. I'll just let it play while we talk. Oh no, Tuggs, your face says it all.
I actually haven't seen this. I saved it because I was like, what is this?
Yes. It's unfortunate
I have
because
no
like
idea what she's
I don't know
saying.
why would you talk like this? Oh wait, no, I don't think that's her hand. Is it?
I don't know. I think it might be, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's a live
Edited a
hand
little.
in this video. Yeah, I don't know.
It looks a little edited. That is
There are
very
a lot of
unfortunate.
politicians talk like that.
You know what?
A
I
lot
will
of them
say
talk
this.
like that.
I'm surprised that someone hasn't done that with me yet.
The bottle
Where
is
is that?
fake, says Nightmare, but the hand is real. I haven't
Oh,
seen
the
the
hand
original
is real.
videos. I have no idea. The hand is real. Ha.
But yeah. Okay. So, this is an interesting article. So you had sent this. Let's start with
Oh,
the
no.
little twatter post. My boyfriend
I don't remember
forgot
what
I
I
broke
sent.
up with him after getting a concussion, and now we're married.
Oh yeah, somebody sent this to me in the Discord. In my
Oh,
Discord. I think it was Lori.
It's so
Is that
freaking
cute?
cute. Yeah.
Is it cute?
It's like
don't
honestly,
know.
sometimes it takes like a medical thing for you to want to get back with someone, or like maybe that changes their personality enough that it, or maybe there was time in between. But we'll find out in a moment what happened because I don't know
Oh
what
Lord.
happened. My boyfriend forgot I broke up with him after getting concussion. Now we're married. Me breaking up with my boyfriend because I was too. Oh, let's watch this video without the volume. So me breaking up with my boyfriend because I
Really?
was on with life at the moment. Okay.
Oh my God. What is see you next Tuesday?
Woman. Not remembering I broke up with him. They're cute together. Us 7 months later. Oh, hot damn. In sickness and health, whether you remember or not.
Oh my God.
What? What?
She said, let's think about this. I broke up with my boyfriend, the same girl. I broke up with my boyfriend because I was going through a lot mentally. Okay. Then he gets a concussion, forgot that she dumped his ass. And she's like, well, through sickness and in health, we're now married. Ma'am, where was the sickness through in health when you were having a mental breakdown? A mentee, as the kids are calling it these days.
Hey,
Sit down.
MTV? Seriously, that's what they.
A mentee, yeah, like mentee B, mental breakdown, mentees.
I love.
Yeah,
It makes
it's
me think of Venti when she's like, "Oh, they're having a melty."
yeah, same kind of thing. You were having a melty, and therefore you dumped him because you were overwhelmed. Those are your exact words. I was overwhelmed. But then you were like, you regretted your choices, couldn't go back until conveniently he got a concussion doing whatever. Skiing would be my guess since they're from Utah. But neither here nor there. And now all of a sudden it's, oh, till death do us part, and through sickness and in health. I mean, my husband. Shut up, sit down. I hope you sit on a Lego with both your front hole and your back hole.
Oh my god! I just love when Tuggs goes off like this. It's so
I
funny.
can't.
Okay.
Yeah, they're getting divorced. Yeah, I agree. That's not gonna last long, especially now that this article is out. Good luck. Godspeed. Fuck off.
So she racked
You
up
know I'm right,
views
though.
and then felt pressured to be in a relationship? In a sense, maybe?
The same relationship that she dumped? Oh my god. Till death do us part. Sit down, sis.
Okay. Let's see what the article says. Out of curiosity, okay? To have to hold in sickness and in health, whether you remember or not, a Utah couple's love story included a breakup, a dramatic accident, memory loss, and a heartfelt reunion, which many online are likening to a plot straight out of a Hallmark movie. Jenna Brothers married her now husband Mitchell 7 months after breaking up, but only because a concussion caused him to forget they weren't together. Now that I do find that very odd. It's like, what about him forgetting that they're together made her change her mind? Like, I really am so curious because
So
if it was
what Hallmark movies are you watching? None of the Hallmark movies are alright, anyway. That's
if it was
another-
on his end that he broke up with her and then remembered that they were together, I can see that maybe working out, but not the other way around, you know? So, she says, when people ask us about our love story, it's our favorite part to tell, she said. Jenna and Mitchell, now both
Is
27,
it?
had been friends for several months before they started dating. But in February 2020, Jenna called things off with her then boyfriend because she was too overwhelmed with life. The next day, Mitchell went skiing at Utah.
I knew I
Beach.
told you who's skiing.
I know.
told you.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I will
Called it.
Tuggs' deduction skills. Like, she could be a great detective, honestly.
Called it.
So her then boy when he attempted to flip, blacked out, woke up while paramedics were taking him to the hospital. He suffered a severe concussion and immediately called Jenna asking her to pick him up because he couldn't drive. I'm like, why is he messaging me? I broke up with him. Jenna recalls in a video posted on TikTok. I don't understand this too. I think this is such a Gen Z thing. Like, you break up and he calls you, you make a TikTok. I think it's like revealing too much about yourself. But like I said, maybe it's a Gen Z thing. I'm too old to like think about these things, do these things. I'm so private, you know?
Oh my God. Yeah.
So it turns out Mitchell's concussion has caused him to forget that they had parted ways. Mitch kept messaging me and trying to hang out after his concussion, and I was confused as to why he would keep messaging me because we had broken up, she told People. I thought that maybe he took the statement of staying friends
People magazine. Oh my God. This is the problem right here.
because
People
fame in this.
magazine.
She's finding fame, and this is her 15 minutes of fame. It's like the Hawk Tuah girl. She keeps trying to climb back
Whoa.
up. I haven't listened to her podcast, so I actually don't know if it's good, but she never seemed interesting to me. And
She's
I'm
to
sorry.
climb back down.
If she's interesting, good for you. Okay, good for you. But I never thought she was. In my opinion, she just had a funny sexual line that went viral, which is fine. So I thought that maybe he took the statement of staying friends really seriously. It even was to the point when I told him that my roommates and I had a hard day, he came and brought us ice cream. So he was being such a
Wow.
good boyfriend, essentially, and she fell back in love with him from the sounds of it.
Oh my God.
I think that's it. She literally got so overwhelmed with her life that she broke up with her boyfriend. The only probably good thing about her life at that time. I mean, I don't know what was happening in her life, but that's awkward. Jenna very quickly realized that she made a mistake ending her romance with Mitchell and appreciate how kind and thoughtful he continued to be because he thought he was your boyfriend.
Because he didn't remember. Oh my.
I was nervous to swallow my pride and ask if he would date again. Jenna said, remembering she received a text from Mitchell to hang out the day she returned from spring break. So did he just not? Okay, so I know he didn't remember, but did she not say anything? I find that odd.
So it says that she received a text to hang out, but the next line says when Jenna did finally ask him to get back together, she realized he had no idea that they weren't together.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like that would be the first thing I'd be like, we broke up. I don't think it's appropriate.
I can't. I literally cannot with this. I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit more direct than a 27-year-old, but then
Can I
that's
get some vodka? Thank you.
yeah. Ugh. Being 34 versus 27 is a huge difference, I guess. Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, you're basically, here's the thing. This girl, this is the other way around. The internet would be like, he's taking advantage of her. Blah blah blah. There's no different. Okay, anyway, it's fine.
Hey, I mean, it is all good either way. But
I can't.
if you have an opinion, I'm not gonna lie, I do want to hear it. I do want to hear it.
My opinion is she was too overwhelmed, which is like the whole point of a relationship. When you're with somebody that you truly, truly believe in and want to spend the rest of your life with, like you go through the overwhelming moments together. That's the point. So if your first instinct when you're going through, whether you're overwhelmed by your life or he's overwhelmed by what's going on with his life, and you're not compatible enough to come together and be like, listen, we're having a moment. What do we do about this? And your first instinct is to break up, like maybe trust your instinct and not
Well,
take advantage of this poor man. Like, what the?
I think that's the hard part is like people, and especially when you're young, you get so scared, and the first thing you do is what you think would be the easiest, which is not always the best thing. And so I can see her point of view of maybe, okay, I don't know what to do, so I'm just giving up on everything. Ah!
That's
starting over.
fine though. Listen, that's
Which
fine.
is what she did.
I get it.
right?
Do I agree with it? No, but I get it. Here's the thing though, is if you were truly wanting to be with somebody, you're not going to think that way. You know what I mean? I
Or
don't
she
know. I
never
don't know,
did feel
maybe.
safe. And then when she was at her lowest and she was feeling bad and he still was there, like then she's like, I can rely on him. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what she needed for her to actually come to realization. I don't know. And that's the hard part is love is not easy. Love is not something that you can immediately know 100%, especially when you're young and stupid. And she obviously was being stupid.
This poor man.
Yep. This poor
Anyway.
man. Poor guy. Or maybe he has a good D game. And she was missing it so bad.
I think she just got lonely. I mean, we all go through it when we break up, when we have a breakup, whether it was right or wrong. We all go through it, right? Where you're just so devastated and you want to get back together and blah, blah. I mean, that may just be it. I don't know that she deep down, I mean, I don't know her personally. I'm just going by what this article says, but does she even want to be with him? Like her first instinct when she wasn't feeling her best is to dump him. Why should he, like, why does that make her think that she can go through the rest of their lives with trials and tribulations, whatever those may be, even if they're mundane comparatively? You know what I mean? Like, you're feeling overwhelmed because you're in college and you have a lot of testing and you have a lot on your plate. And so your first instinct is to dump your boyfriend who treats you fine, as far as we can tell, because he picked up right where he left off with a concussion, right?
And he just
didn't treat
basically
her
did the same
poorly.
thing. It was just all
Yeah.
her.
That's your
And I
instinct.
think-
And so,
I think-
but now you think it's going to be fine? What?
And I hope that after all of this, that she has learned that she can rely on him and not do the whole thing like, "Ah!" Run away from everything.
We shall see.
I mean, I hope to God that was just the one time. I really do.
I hope that they end up living happily ever after. But my instinct tells me
that something's gonna happen, something bigger and scarier.
I give it a few years before she leaves him. I really do.
I hope not. He seems like such a good, nice guy.
I hope not too. He seems so nice. All right, anyway.
Yeah. Maybe some good therapy will help. So, yeah, when Jenna finally did ask to get back together, she realized they had no idea, or he had no idea that they weren't together. That's wild to me. So she recounted their breakup, and although Mitchell didn't remember talking to her in the car that day, he couldn't recall what the conversation was about. He thought it was super funny, and I was relieved. It made it easy to get back together because to him, we were never not together, Jenna shared. 5 months later, the pair were engaged. Less than 3 weeks later, they're married. September 4th, 2020. Damn. During my husband's speech, he brought up not remembering the breakup, but how he is so grateful that it all worked out in the end. What a nice dude.
How long were they together beforehand? Does it say?
They were friends from what I remember in the article. And I don't know if they said
February 2020, Jenna broke up with him. So how long were they dating before then?
It doesn't say.
Blah, 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 blah,
I would say it's probably pretty
People
quick.
ask us- Been friends for several months before they started dating, and then February 2020. So several months. Then that could be anything. 3 months. Technically, several is 3. So in February 2020, she broke up with him because she was overwhelmed and stressed. And then this all happened, and then they were married in September. But the first few months weren't enough for her to realize that she was okay with getting married to him. Instead, she was okay with dumping him. I'm trying to math that math, and the math is not mathing. And I'm not good at math, but that math is not mathing. Is that mathing to you? No? Perfect.
Oh my god. But yeah, so there we go. We got Miss Concussion into marriage. I love how someone in the chat was like, how did he get this concussion though? Oh, it was holocron. Okay.
It said a skiing accident, which I did call. I would like let the record show, Your Honor, that I did say it was probably a skiing situation because they're in Utah, and I was right.
I am in a throne. I will be Your Honor. Your honorable.
No, thanks, Your Honor. Let the record show, Your Honor, extra girl, that I did say that he had a concussion, and I was like, oh, well, it was probably a skiing accident because they're in Utah, and lo and behold, anyway. I'm smart sometimes.
I do think that Hertz brings up a good point. Why was it brought up 4 years ago and again popularized today?
Oh, because I can answer that question, Hertz, is because nowadays everybody is questioning every little thing women do. Because red pill movement.
That is true. That is very true.
I mean, she's still suspicious, but that's not my point. My point is the red pill movement is going back, and Direwolf's gonna yell at me. I know he is, but the red pill movement is going back and finding all these stories, and is like, oh, they're making them popular again.
Make
anyway,
red pill movement the way it is. I don't know. I think it's crazy.
Heard that Tuggs nice call. Why the cliche though is the Hallmark movies.
Hallmark.
I don't know,
okay,
actually.
I will say this: Hallmark movies. The women love some of the weirdest, craziest stories out there, and I understand it because it's like, oh my god, it's amazing, cute. I love falling in love, but I always say this: it's like the Disney movies. It only gets to the part that like you get married and then it's over. Y'all don't know what happens after that.
Happily ever after.
And I think it's kind of misleading a lot.
Well, I think a lot of people too, and this is blame this on Disney, blame this on the fairy tale movement in general, whatever. But happily ever after doesn't mean that there's not trials and tribulations.
Absolutely. Being in
you know what I mean? And that's what people take it as a perfect thing, but it's not always that way. And even I would even say that, and this is me being me, but I would even say that the Disney princesses that get their happily ever after, they went through some serious shit to get there. Okay. Yep. All right. Cinderella was being abused by a stepmother. Snow White was almost murdered. Belle had to go through Gaston, who we all know is a toxic, narcissistic piece of garbage, to get to the Beast. And even then, that had its own trials and tribulations, right? Before he finally realized that he was being a douche also. And the difference is that he changed because he fell in love with her. So he strived to be a better person for her. You know what I mean? Like, there are all these things people always say, like, they make fun of the Disney princesses, but they all go through their problems to get their happily ever after. And that's how the movie ends. Is like, yeah, you get this good guy and then you get married and it's great and it's whatever. You get the castle, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, people are always like, oh, well, you don't see what happens afterwards. Well, it doesn't matter because it's a marriage after that. Everybody knows what happens afterwards. You go through the same trials and whatever, and you have to get through it. And but your point is that you get the happily after with the man that treats you a certain way. That's the point. That's the point. Like, anyway, that's my rant.
I love a good old Tuggs rant.
I will defend the Disney princesses until I die. Like,
I mean, like,
people find them so dumb, but they're not.
I guess it depends on the princess. Like, I
They're
think there's
not.
some
None
who
of them are.
Are there any like realistic princesses?
I forgot it was the day before Thanksgiving.
I would love, like, if I fell into a Disney princess story to make sure that my prince or me had like the finances to take care of each
Listen,
other.
it's not.
I'll say this.
If they're not realistic in the sense of like, oh, well, you're gonna get a prince, right? Like the statistics on that, right? But they're realistic in the sense that you find somebody that treats you with respect and honors you, and that goes both ways, right? So the princesses treat their guys with respect and they meet them the way they need to meet them. Jasmine, you know, had her standards and Aladdin rose to meet them and she matched him at that point, and that's what makes them a good couple. Whereas, you know, the traditional ways of her parents, her dad, you know, he wanted to marry her off to whoever and it wasn't right, and she was like, I'm not being sold, like I'm not a slave, this is ridiculous, and all the stuff. And so she meets Aladdin, who is nothing, but he treats her and people in a certain way. And so that's what makes her fall in love with him. And then he rises to the occasion to be prince-like. And that is what makes him worthy of her. And then in turn, she turns into somebody who is worthy of him. Status irrelevant at that point. You know, she maintains her good person in this and that and together. And the same thing with Belle. The Belle teaches Beast and he rises to be worthy of her, just as she rises to accept him and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's all these things. And it's like people think it's so nuanced, but it's really like there's a whole lot more to it. It's not just, oh, this pretty girl finds a man and then they get happily ever after. Like, it's fine. You know, it's just, it's a whole bunch of things that happen in between that. People forget what happens in between the beginning and the end of the movie. Snow White is this girl dreaming of love, and this prince shows up and he's like, oh, I like you. And she's like, well, that's weird. And then she almost gets murdered and it's a whole big thing. And then he shows up to save her and blah, blah, blah. Same with the Sleeping Beauty. She almost dies and he shows up to save her and he fights a literal dragon for her. And she in turn, you know, gives him the respect and whatever she needs to give him. And it's just this big thing. So anyway, that's my whole rant, is everybody is always like, oh, the princesses are blah, blah, blah. And they can be surface level. I'm not saying they're not, but they go through their own trials and tribulations as well. And people overlook that. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's me. Jasmine getting married would be important for her kingdom. Very selfish for her to run off with a bum who's unrealistically good looking and put together. Is he unrealistically good looking? I would argue, out of all of the Disney men, Aladdin is not the best looking. Not that he's not cute. I agreed with you until you came to Belle. Anna hates Belle for literally no reason. I don't understand her hatred of Belle. I really don't. Emma Watson's Belle, I understand. The animated Belle, I don't understand. I genuinely, and I've seen Anna's videos on Beauty and the Beast, but I got nothing. I got nothing. Dan Vass is trying to be Aladdin. I could see that. I think that was a record-setting Tuggs rant. Ay, ouch. That was rude. Why are you biting me? Hmm? I love the Disney princesses, with the exception of Ariel. Ariel is a hot mess. I will agree. Ariel is a hot, stinking mess. Disobeys her father. She's like 16. It's a problem. That, Ariel is Ariel. So there's that. D Dead Airwolf says she hates Belle. Yeah, Anna, that Star Wars girl, hates Belle. And Beauty and the Beast hates, well, not Beauty and the Beast as a whole, but she hates Belle. It's actually really an interesting rant. And she's got good points. But I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. How do the cats like the puppy? They don't. Huh, Bruce? You don't like the doggy, huh? I know. It's okay.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Okay. So,
They've never been around a puppy before. This is their first puppy, and they're not very happy about it. So
because they
they'll
were
be fine.
around, oh shoot, what was his name? I'm so sorry. Buddy? No, not Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy. That's it.
It was Buddy. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My
and he
brother
was older.
Yeah, he was so chill. I remember seeing him in the background and just laying there and
Yeah.
He
He was older and super chill, and so they're not used to a puppy. And Vinny is very much like he gets like that, that puppies do, and they're
he's
just
all
like,
in your business.
settle your tits kind of thing.
You
So
don't have tits, okay? Okay, maybe that's why he can't settle.
settle your tisties.
Or as Gary calls it, testosterone.
Testosterone. Sell the all your
He doesn't
testosterone.
know
You
the
don't
word
have
for
any
it.
testosterone because you're new.
All right, we got some more super chats here. We got Demongenai says, I DM'd you both. I'm starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. FNT is probably going to be on at that point. Hopefully it'll be done, but probably not likely. I'll see if I can join you afterwards, okay?
I was going to say, knowing Demongenai, the stream will last a couple of hours.
Dude, I wish, like, streams for me, I think anything more than 3 hours on just like a regular stream like this is a lot. 2 hours for gaming, unless I really am enjoying the game, like intensely, crazily, like I can't stop playing, it'll be around 2 to 3 hours. So,
yeah, same.
yeah, and if it's a scary game,
Although,
2 hours tops because I get scared. and
last night I played for 4 hours.
What?
Total.
What
So like
game?
another 2. After you guys left Diablo, I played for another 2 hours, and I died so many times because I forgot that we were on hard.
Oh, I'm
mode.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I died so many times, like I can't figure out why I'm dying. And somebody was like, "What mode are you on?" I'm like, "I think we're on normal." And it wasn't until I signed off and exited the expansion character that I remembered that you and I started on hard. And I was like,
and I will say
well,
this: that game, Diablo 4, the DLC is more difficult than just the regular base game. And like, it wasn't until I hit level 50 something that I felt like I had even any control. And then, once my friend joined, it was like playing on easy mode, realistically. I just stood there walking, like, la, 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 walking through the fields.
Yeah.
It's great.
I was like, why am I dying so bad? I don't die this bad with my other character. And somebody in the chat last night was like, well, what mode are you on? I'm like, I think we're on normal mode. And I have a level, like the sorcerer I've had since the beginning. I'm like, she's almost level 60. Like, she doesn't have this hard of a time. Blah,
The
blah.
sorcerer
And then I
is much
ended
better.
Well, that too. But I ended the stream and I exited, and it was like, you know how it gives you the list of all your characters, and it was like, oh, your Tuggs expansion character is on hard. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense.
It all makes sense now. Oopsie.
That's why I died 18 times. It's fun.
Yeah. No, but it's honestly, I will say this, that the game is so fun, and I'm so glad we played it. So either or.
I'm excited I introduced it to you.
Yeah, no, I honestly, Diablo has brought me hours and hours of like great gameplay. So
yeah, buddy.
anyways,
I can't wait to do it again with a different character.
I can't wait to get back to my sorcerer character, in all honesty.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Oh, big yawn.
I love you, puppy so bad.
He's
Puppy,
you
puppy.
guys can't see him, but he's right. He's literally like right here.
Does he like sleeping with you guys, or do you make him sleep in a kennel?
He sleeps in the kennel, at least as of now. But when I'm streaming and stuff, we've gotten into our routine where when I'm on the computer, he like right now he's right under the desk, like under my feet. But at night he sleeps in his kennel.
Okay, so he's used to it. Wait, did the cat sleep
Yeah.
with you guys then?
Yeah, the cats sleep with me in bed. Yeah, they sleep with us in bed.
Okay, okay. Highlander,
They
thank you
are
for the
the alpha.
$2. Says, cheers, ladies. I'm drunk. Y'all are awesome.
Yay!
I think I'm right now too. I'm on drink 4.
Poor choices. What are you drinking? A Vizzy? What the heck is a Vizzy?
Okay, so I've heard of Vizzy's. Caitlin Bristow, you remember her from
Yeah.
Bachelor? So she was the first one I heard that mentioned Vizzy's. And so I was like, I want to try them. And at the time, they didn't have them in Canada. So I saw them recently at LCBO, which I'll say, I think Ontarians call LICBO, which is the Liquor something Board of Ontario. Liquor Control Board of Ontario. LICBO. What? Stop laughing. And so I was like, I have to try these. And so I'm very happy. I've tried the strawberry orange, there's pineapple orange, mimosas, and they're fantastic.
Mimosa.
And let's just
I know
say
Mongoose is laughing. Lickbo. It's funny.
LCBO, LICBO. Are there any Ontarians in the chat right now?
I can't find Anna's Bellran. It's old. It's probably a year, maybe 2 years old now. And I can't remember what it's called, but I can picture it. It's like I literally cannot remember the name of it, but the thumbnail is Anna and she looks disgusted and it's got like Beauty and the Beast. I just can't remember the title. I'm sure somebody in the chat somewhere is knowledgeable enough to tell you, but yeah, it's a couple years old at this point.
Damn. Jason Webster for 20 Australian says, okay, let's play a little game called Things That Do Not Belong Together. Let's come up with a list. I'll start with the first few. Brie Larson singing. Amber Heard acting. Ezra Miller children.
Oh no.
Free to join in. Brie Larson feet. I don't like her feet. They scare me.
Yeah.
Let's
I don't know how to
see.
add that.
Let's say, oh God.
Johnny Depp and normalcy. Leonardo DiCaprio and anyone under
older
25.
than 25.
Oh,
older than 25.
Yeah, older than
I mean,
although if the rumors are true, he's married a 26-year-old. So
he's married?
That's the rumor that he married some girl and she's
locked
26.
Got locked down. Dang. She must be really, really
We
hot.
shall see if it's true or not.
Let's see. Along these lines, we're talking about like, oh God, why is my brain failing me right now? Oh, chat, help us. I would like to hear. Amber Heard not crapping.
Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres and America.
This is funny.
Rachel's being quiet. Oh my God, that poor girl. She needs to rein it in.
Government not stealing my money.
Ooh, taxation is theft. That's why we rebelled, people. Because we literally were upset about a tax on tea, and that's how we became America. Can we please focus? All right, it's fine.
Let me think. Oh no, I'm not reading this, but I'll put it up. Yep.
Do you guys think there will be justice?
I hope so. So I was reading articles about 2-3 weeks ago about how he is a problem for the prison system where he is. That where I don't know the prison he's in, but he cannot be with Gen Pop. He has to be put in
Oh no.
special consideration because one, he has allegations of touching children. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's a big no-no in prison. 2, he's famous. And when you're famous and you do the children touching, those 2 together, you get a lot of cred for hurting or killing.
Yeah.
So
You know what's interesting is everybody always says that about these people they get arrested and like the children thing, but John Wayne Gacy, he was dead now, but John Wayne Gacy unalived a bunch of younger children. Some might say it depends because they were in their like mid-teens, like 14, 15 or whatever. So it depends on what you consider children. But he unalived them, buried them underneath his floorboards, and that man lived 20 something years before he died of cancer. So it's and he was in Gen Pop. So it's like, what is the prison system really? You know what I mean? Of all the people, that man lived well past his prime. So I don't know that whole Gen Pop thing, blah blah blah. People were talking about that about Laken Riley's killer. I'm like, whatever.
So, do you think it's a product of the
No,
time?
things
Because
that happen
at
to
the
him.
time that he was getting prosecuted, was he actually popularized in television so that people would know what his issues or problems?
Gacy? Oh yeah.
You think
Oh
so?
yeah.
I'm just
He was
being devil's
he was
advocate
called
and
the
trying to
killer
figure it
clown.
out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he was the killer clown. Like if you think of when you ask anybody about the killer clown, the serial killer, the clown, that's immediately it's Gacy.
Do you
And
think
so
that maybe people actually liked him besides the fact that he did that stuff?
I mean, well, that's the thing though too is, and that's where it could come in because Gacy was very charming. He was a really good talker, and he was a really good sweet talker, and so he was friends with a lot of the guards, and so maybe that's had something to do with it. But it just is. People always talk about. You always talk about all these prisoners. Oh well, they would never survive in Gen Pop because of the heinous crimes they did, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, really? Bundy had to be put in the chair. Like Gen Pop didn't do anything to Bundy for all the women. And supposedly, for the majority of criminals in a lot of prisons, women and children are like a big no-no. Like, don't do that. And you did that, and now we're going to take care of our own justice. And nothing ever happened to Bundy. He had to be put in the chair, and Gacy died of cancer after 25, I think it was 25 something years. Like, so where is this prison justice? Do they not do it anymore? I don't know. I don't believe in it anymore. I really just don't.
I
I
don't
really
know.
just don't. We'll
I mean,
see,
okay,
but
so
I really just don't.
this is just like anecdotal at this point because I don't know a lot of prisoners. The only person I know that has went to prison literally in person is Gary. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I know other people that I just didn't know they went to prison, but he said those them the rules. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and KLS Rogue is right. Like Gacy was crazy and he was a sweet talker, so maybe that's why, but I don't know. Why do we expect justice from criminals? Fun fact, it's the same justice that the mom had. So the mom had
Right,
their
because
own
it is
rules,
mob.
right?
It is segregation
Yeah, it's a mob
in
rule.
prisons.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you do not get your people, and I say your people meaning the segregated groups, into check, the other groups will.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's a big thing. I mean, I don't know about anymore, but that was a huge thing. Like, I remember my dad, when he was a cop, talking about it. Like, there's a big rule. It's a mob rule. It's the thing. Like, the mob, we all look at the mob and you're like, God dang, those are a bunch of criminals. But if you watch movies like which are accurate, The Godfather and all those movies, like, they have their own set of rules. Don't do these certain things and we won't have to bury you with the fishes because you're acting a fool. And so they have in prisons the same way. They have their hierarchy, they have their rules, they have their whatevers. It just, I don't know. They haven't had, to me, the fact that they let Gacy go for so long, and Manson too. That's a whole nother argument. But I mean, I don't know. It just is weird. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see in certain scenarios, like with Puffy.
You know what?
And whatnot.
Individualism. That's probably it.
Mhm.
You have to be popular, and I don't think what Diddy can do, his power that he had outside of prison with his music, his, popularity, and his threats, whatever they may have been, you can't do that in prison. You can't be like that in prison unless you actually legitimately have power, and I don't think that
Yeah.
at this point he has power because obviously he hasn't been to prison. Does he have
Mhm.
prison friends? I don't know. Oh, who was
Yeah.
it? Oh, it was the Situation. So, I remember when the Situation went into prison, Mike
Oh,
Sorrentino
from
from Jersey Shore.
I would say from Jersey Shore. Yeah, yeah.
So, I think at least in the show, there was connotations of him knowing someone who knew people in prison to make sure he was safe.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I don't know if Diddy has that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know either. I don't know. At one time, maybe, but I don't know about now. You know, that everything is coming out the way that it has. I don't know now. And I know
like,
that
do
they
you
still
wanna
have
be
their
friends with
rules, but I
him?
don't know how much. I don't know.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
wanna be
I
friends
have
with
no
someone
idea.
like him and be known for that,
Mhm.
right? So, reputation is a big thing, not only in Hollywood, but apparently in prison, so I'm just glad
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
haven't gone to prison or going to prison or anything close to that. I am a
I
good
would not
girl.
survive.
Like,
I would not survive prison.
I've told the internet this, but, like, if I went to prison, like, I would become someone's bitch. I'd become a lesbian so quick, and I'm okay with it because I like safety. It's the
I
hierarchy.
would die. I wouldn't live. I would
So,
not live in
I would
prison.
I would
Mm-mm.
try I would probably try to fight at first and see how that goes. I remember Gary told me a story about how some guy stole something of his, and then I think, like, his roommate was like, "You know what you gotta do, right?" And he's like, "Mhm." So he went to fight, and he lost.
No, couldn't do it.
But I think that there's still respect in trying to fight versus just being a little biatch.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But that's the thing. That is a men's prison. Is it the same in women's prison?
I have no idea, to be
Is
honest.
orange the new black like women's prison? Am I gonna go into some panty, like, mafia ring? Do I get to wear underwear and sell them to the general population?
I don't know. Extra
So,
girl, you heard it here first, folks. Extra girl's coming a lesbian. Woo!
sorry, whoopsies. Whatever. I'm okay with it because then I would survive. It's all about survival. You know, there's people who need to do whatever they need to do. And if I can't fight, I'm gonna be a lesbian, okay?
Yeah, big sleeping with the guards. That's the thing. Sleeping with the guards, the male guards. Yeah.
I hope I don't have to do that either. Wow, Highlander said federal pound me in the ASS prison.
Oh my gosh, Highlander.
Let's just read some of these super chats here. Jason Webster for 20 million. Okay, let's
We
play
read
a
that one
game
already.
called Things. Oh wait, we read that, yes. I was trying to stifle down the burps. That's what I was needing for. DJ Direwolf with $2 says, "What about Meg from Hercules?" Oh, in terms of a good woman? No, she's not a good woman.
I was like, what about her? Also, yeah, your mic is fudged up right now. Don't look at me. I don't know. She's gonna be right back. You guys get to see my teeth. Hello. That was weird. All right, anyway. Is she back?
Okay, can I hear you?
Oh, that's so much better.
I don't know what the
That
heck.
was weird. I don't know what happened either. It was mid-sentence and it like started to crackle, and so I gave it a minute to see if maybe it would fix itself, but it did not.
Okay, so thank you, D-Day, for the super chat. But what about Meg from Hercules? So she was not a good person. She was using people with her sexual ways in order to get her, like she used Hercules for a little bit there until she realized how good of a person Hercules was. And I think that's why when I was talking about that previous situation about the girl who broke up with their now husband. Like maybe she needed a realization, a wake up call as to how dumb she was to see how good of a person he was in order to like come to terms with that. And I could see it on both sides where maybe she had that Meg realization and should get that chance. But after that, if she go and fuck up, that's her fault.
Yeah.
So we will see. So yeah. Okay, Highlander says Meg
Yeah.
was hot.
That's
I'm
facts.
yeah. Maybe the other person, the Mitchell thought she was hot. So it was Mitchell, right? I swear it was Mitchell.
It was, yeah.
Not a fan of that name, but hey, whatever. Tuggs, what do you got going on in the next little bit?
Is that it? Are we done with our topics?
I mean, we're 2 hours in. My left eye is getting a little twitchy.
Well, that's what you get for being shit-faced. No, I don't have anything specific going on until Saturday for
What's
Crimson
happening
Throne.
Saturday? Yeah.
Crimson Throne over on the tabletop.
D&D. If you're a fan of
Yeah.
D&D, you actually should subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. Arudai,
Yeah.
as much as I give him a lot of crap, like he is actually
And we all give him crap.
a lot of crap.
Don't say it, because then Mongoose is gonna clip it and then it's gonna get back to Arudai, and that's all he's
And then
gonna
his
play.
ego is
It's like,
gonna
remember-
grow, and I don't like that
remember-
because he is such an a-hole.
Remember when Extra Girl said that I was whatever you were about to say? And I know what you're about to say. I'm not going to repeat it, though. Rudai is not benevolent. He is not kind. There's nothing good
I love
about
that
him.
this intro. I am the most kind and benevolent. You know, there's
Lies
something called
and
a
slander.
little too much self-egotistical centrism that he has just displayed by saying that. It's like when sorry, that's not just girls. Guys do this too. I'm genuine. Red flag to me. Say you're genuine.
I'm not like all those other girls. That may be true to a point. Yeah, Arudai is the Ben. Aw, Ben. Arudai is too short to have a big ego. He also has no hair. That's why he has a fed dent.
Arudai's not that short. I think he's like 5'10". I could be wrong. I'm not very good at knowing height.
He's under 6 foot, which makes him short. Just ask all the OnlyFans.
No, that's rude. Not everyone under 6 foot is short. Okay, whatever.
Just ask all the OnlyFans girls.
But what I'll say this. Okay, do not clip this, Mongoose. Okay, I love you. Don't clip this. He makes things entertaining. Okay, for both
that is
watchers
actually I will. Yeah, he does.
and for the players. Okay.
Even
if
it's not to my benefit and I die, it's
absolutely like I think he is a good entertainer, and that is hard to do with the DM because not only do you want to entertain your players, but you want to entertain the people who are watching. So
yeah.
Okay, that's all the good things I'm gonna say about Rudai. F you, Rudai. I hate you, and you're not benevolent.
Rudai has a fed dent and nobody likes him.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you have Crimson Throne and sub to Tuggs, that Tug Life on YouTube, which is most recently monetized.
I am monetized. I do squats over there.
I do squats. Okay.
Shout out to Mario, by the way. After you left and you rated me, which I appreciate, by the way. Mario came in and dropped like entirely too many super chats, and I ended up doing Mongoose knows the exact number, but I ended up
Mongoose
like over 200 squats, and my
thighs
hurt. Not my butt, because I was doing it wrong. So, but my thighs.
You know what? I will say this. Okay, 260. Your cake be big right now. You got the sweetest cake ever.
I got to actually do them right, because like the top of my thighs hurt and not my glutes, which is where you're supposed to feel the squats. So
no, it's not.
I was doing
when
them
you
wrong.
Squat. I say squat because a regular squat is supposed to be quad centric. a glute centric squat is not the same thing.
Okay, that's fair. But either way, I want to maximize my cake, not my thighs.
Yeah, if you want to
Sorry.
do cake,
My thighs
cake
are big
squats,
enough, isn't it?
you got to do the hip thrusts, okay? Which I don't
I
think you're
gotta
gonna
do. Oh my gosh, I
stream,
love hip thrusts.
but you're not doing that
I'll
on
have to do
stream, right?
wider squats.
Oh,
No, I'm
sumo
not.
squats. Do some sumo squats.
Yeah,
Inner
sumo
thighs and
squats
booty.
will do your booty. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your booty.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And then
You did, Highlander. Yeah.
yeah, we
yesterday.
both did a squat stream on Tuesdays, which I think we're gonna just continue doing because I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I will
Yeah.
tell you about
I gotta get my workouts somehow.
something that happened next week, Tuesday, because I might have some plans. My bad. I'm sorry. I'll be joining you later. Let's see what
Mhm.
else is happening. So I have Friday Night Tights with Gundam Friday 4 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, the Nooner with Gary. I don't think I'm going to be on stream, but I'll be there. So if you want to meet me in the chat, it'll be on Nerdrotic Live and Nerdrotic on Rumble, as well as I'm playing a game called 5 Girls 1 Cup. I'm kidding. No, it's 5 Girls Under One Roof. Asian dating
That is
simulator.
literally the same thing.
Yeah, probably. So if you've ever wanted to see 6 Asians under one roof, well, you thought Az was cute, but he's not as cute as that 6th Asian. So
Wow.
and then what else is happening? Saturday, Saucy Saturdays on Wicked Virtues channel, and then Sunday, I am going to be building one of these wildflower bouquets. I'm so freaking excited for this. I know. So Peely Bone, I wanted to finish Peely Bone, but the last bag I opened is still half open and strewn everywhere, and I didn't have time to pack it all up. So that's why. I know. I wanted to
Wow.
finish my banana, but I couldn't. And I feel very unappealed.
She peeled her banana, but she didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it. I'm so sorry. It's just laying there half open on the on the
Yikes.
table. I know.
Oh
Poor
boy.
banana. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys everyone for being here. We didn't hit all the topics, but I think we just have more for next week.
Thank goodness, because I won't be late next week. That's
Now that you
fault.
remember, we went on a little vacation. It was worth it, okay?
I was like, you're calling me, and I'm like, why is she calling me? Oh shit, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's fine.
In my defense, it has been exactly like a month since we've had a poor choice.
Yeah. Yep. So I wasn't mad. It was more like, I don't know. I probably should have messaged you, but I didn't. My bad. So, anywho,
It's fine.
much love to you guys. Thank you for the mods. Thank you for chat. Thank you, Tuggs, for being here.
Happy
And we-
Thanksgiving.
Next time, happy Thanksgiving. Make sure you eat all the turkey. Do not fight with your family, and get into a coma, like a turkey coma.
Yep. Yep.
Bye.